My co-pilot's got his bottle, I've got some extra diapers, and we've got an address. It's time to go go-kart hunting. That's a little bit different to say on this channel. Let me explain. So, basically, my friend Mark was driving and ended up seeing a go-kart body on the side of the road. And so he stopped in order to check because he knows what I do for a living is building that kind of thing. Managed to grab it. This thing's pretty cool. It's a little bit wider than a lawn tractor, definitely longer than a lawn tractor. And with a Jethro for comparison, it is big enough for an adult to fit in, probably with a child next to you without any issue whatsoever. Although it's only got a single-seater seat belt in there, so I guess this one was set up for just a one person. I don't know. We'll see what we can do with it. And that ended up turning into him having a conversation with the gentleman that was associated with the body, which turns out there may or may not be some dead go-karts that used to actually have to do with some sort of fun town or fun place or something like that kind of go-kart track. And as you'll see on the map I just posted, there's a track out back of where we're heading. We don't know whether we're grabbing 1, we don't know whether we're grabbing 4, we don't know whether we're grabbing 5. We don't even know what kind of condition they're in. We're on a Hail Mary run just to go see and get the hell out of the house. So, welcome along for the ride. Let's go see what's going on. Right, Jethro? Jethro's got his Fritos. I have my massively overpriced case of Mountain Dew at $10. Some cinnamon donuts, a couple of bug juices, and we're ready to roll. Right, Jethro? It's interesting to realize that this is actually a go-kart track that I raced on back when I was in college. And one of these karts I might have actually ridden in over 20 years ago. That's pretty cool. If I can get a couple of these up and running for John and I to be able to play in, how cool would that be? So we've got to pick 3 of them. One of them is going to somebody else. So I guess we'll go down through and see what's what. That one's got no motor, but we can see what the brake system looks like. Interesting, that's got a cog belt system. Dual hydraulic brakes in the rear. Well, I'm gonna bet that engine doesn't work. But it does have, oh, look at that. That's a gear reduction box. That probably explains how they get them to slow down. Okay. So, we'll go down through, start assessing, and figure out what's what. Well, I had to get creative with a transmission funnel in order to be able to put gas in here, but I wanted to say a big thank you to Patreon supporters and memberships on YouTube and stuff like that, because you guys paid for this today, so I really appreciate you guys. We got probably another 40 minutes to get home, and then we'll start rigging how to get these unloaded. Each one weighs a lot. So luckily we've got the gantry and we got the Vevor lift, and I think we're going to use that. But thank you again, guys. We'll see you there. Well, now we've got the trifecta. We've got 1, 2, 3 different styles of bodies. We actually thought we were only going to end up with 1, 2, 3. But the person that was going to end up with this one actually showed up while we were there and said, you know what, why don't you take it? So we ended up with this really old one that, well, let's just say the body's been redone once or twice. This one is probably the most beat up. So these 2 are on here for a reason. That one definitely somebody was salvaging parts to keep the other ones alive. And this one, well, here. That's the state of the engine on it. So, I don't know. This old one is actually so old that it has band disc brakes, dual band disc on the rear. And these other 3 are actually from 2009 and have hydraulic brakes in the rear. Let me see if I can show you on this one. Right there, they've got dual hydraulic braking systems. So, I don't know. This one's definitely been bumped. Not sure what we're going to get into there. And all of them that have engines do not turn over. So, like, if we pull on this thing, yeah. So, somebody's not happy, or they've been sitting to the point they've rust welded the rings or something. Sometimes when you're after information, you gotta get a little bit crafty. So, for the last 15 minutes, I have pretended that I was interested in buying out the fun park that these cars came from, just so that I could be able to call J&J Amusements in Oregon, USA, and get the scoop on these carts. Turns out these carts are from 2009. Their parts and everything are still in production, and if I owned an amusement park, I could actually buy them. But I don't, so they won't sell me anything. Actually, the best part was finding out that the retail value on a single cart from them for these Scorpion carts is $5,600 a cart. Oh my god. So, yeah, I don't think they were planning on some redneck from Maine getting a hold of these carts, and we're going to figure out something else, because it turns out that the belt retails through them for $96 a belt. They will not sell it to me. The upper cog is $44, and the bigger lower cog is $110. They will sell a kit for $200 in order to replace them when they wear out, but only if you own a fun park. They will not sell it to little old me. On top of that, the output shaft on the gearbox is a proprietary size at 22 millimeter, and that's probably how they keep people forced into buying their stuff. I don't think they were planning on a redneck from Maine getting a hold of it, and so I've already found a workaround for that. But I think we can get them up and running.
Alright, now for the really fun part. John has been at his bio-mom's house all week. I did post up a teaser photo to Facebook, but you can't see what it really is. I've got a handkerchief. Let's go get him.
Drove him down the driveway. He said it was rather creepy to do. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Okay, John, go ahead and take it off.
Oh my god!
What do you think?
I've always wanted one of these.
Is that not the score of a lifetime?
This is the best thing ever.
Now, I will tell you that they're very proprietary, and we're going to have to pull off some pretty cool rednecky stuff to make them usable. Are you guys... Oh, I do have the seat cushions that sit down in. Guess what?
What?
That one butt cushion underneath you that's in the cab of the van, they sell them for $110 a cushion. I don't think we're going to buy any from them. Oh, does this one actually still have the harness?
Yeah.
So how cool do you think this thing would be to set up and take to the drag strip?
Dude, this would be great.
I think it needs like 16, 18-inch tires all the way around so that they stick out like an F1 car.
Yeah.
So I did some research. Turns out these bodies are supposed to mimic a Corvette. So, I think that, I don't know. I can't decide. It's interesting that the Pennzoil one that you would think would have been more popular actually seems to be the body that is the least beat up. Yeah. This one, the paint is definitely really beat up. This one... I don't know. It looks like it's been re-lettered before or something. I'm not quite sure what they did with this one. So, John, what do you think? Is this the coolest freebie ever?
This was free?
This was free. But we got a lot of work to do because the drivetrain in them is proprietary as all get out.
Wow.
We're going to have to retrofit something. Oh, by the way, did I mention that each cart weighs like 400 and something pounds and that they have a ground clearance of 2 inches? So you're going to have to help me with using the gantry to get every single one off because they won't go down the ramp.
This is a dream come true.
Okay. Oh, we do have the steering wheel for the old cart.
Oh, okay.
It's in it.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep. But we don't have any backing stuff for the old cart. Like, it's literally sit on the fiberglass. And
that one back there? The body?
yeah, I like this body better than the older body that's up on there.
It's seen better days.
Yeah, but honestly, I think the kids would like this one, especially if you did it up with racing stripes and bright red like a Ford GT.
Or Lightning McQueen paint job.
I am not doing corny Lightning McQueen. You only said that because you know it's a pet peeve of mine that everybody does that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You are a liar. And then there's the Ancient Fuzz. Though I walk through the valley of the cobblestone, thou will pet me. Alright, so John and I have got to get these unloaded and go from there. The Dreamers are currently in the front, pretending they're in the Indy 500 or some stupid thing. I don't know. These might look really good with oversized Indy-style tires. That's something to think on. And meanwhile, I'm back here with this and my Vevor electric 1,000-pound winch trying to gear up in order to get this thing lifted. When I built the gantry, based on the idea of pulling the van in underneath it. I didn't plan on the idea of pulling the trailer in. And that tree basically lines up on where I actually need the nose of the van to get the trailer lined up. So we're trying to figure this out. That and figuring out a way to lift the side ones off afterwards. You guys are on a tripod so that John can help me for safety. See, I mean, I'm a 200-pound man, and I can't even get that thing, one end of it, a half an inch off the ground. So, we got some sketchy straps. And John, back away, because if that strap goes, I don't want you getting cobbled. John, you didn't have your strap in the right spot.
Oh, I thought I did.
You're supposed to be on the outside of the beam.
Oh.
Okay, let's let it down. Sales pitch of the video. That thing is awesome. I will post a link down below to buy one. No sitting here monkeying around with ratchet chains and everything else. Just a button on a remote is awesome. Thing is, right now I can hold this strap so that the thing won't come loose. There we go, John. See, your mess up became a sales pitch. You're a good helper.
Yeah.
Alright, ups-a-daisy. That's it. We're gonna... One down, 2 more to go. Wait, I can't count today. One down, 3 more to go.
Yeah, there we go.
We're trying to figure out what's going on with the brakes right now. John, can you turn that tire? Yeah, those are pretty solid. Okay, try the other side. It's got a weird dual brake disc setup. Yeah, it won't turn at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one won't turn, and the engine is locked up solid. Yeah, that is scorch marks on the outside of the valve cover. We're not going to talk about that right now. Alright, I think what we're going to do, let me see if I can get you guys in here. There is 2 brake calipers. So we're going to spray them down really good and see if they'll break free so that we can roll this thing out of the way. If not, we'll engage the beast and just move them. The GT6000, not the Equinox. That's on its last legs. Probably not a good sign that both of the tie-down bolts were loose on either side of the engine mount. But what is interesting is the back and forth, in and out nut and bolt setup is set up like a vise, where you open the jaw to the outside of your vise. This is the same way. It goes in and out. So now we should, can't get you guys in here, but trust me, I'm taking a belt off at this moment. And John thinks that now this will move. Ah, you know, you might be getting more mechanically bright after all. You figured out it wasn't going to move till it stopped being associated with the clutch. Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Mr. Vivor Hoist. Hi, John. Push. Will it move now?
Oh, whoa.
There you go.
That's moving really easily.
It moves really easily now?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and push it with one hand.
Awesome. Okay, so we sorted out that bit of proprietaryism. Alright. 1 down. 3 to go. I learned from my mistakes.
Yeah.
It is probably not the smartest idea on a proprietary drive axle to be using the axle nut to be able to break the brakes free that are all the way over on the other side. But we've kind of hit the point that that's our only choice right now. We undid the belt. John actually did it on his own first try. Good on John. That side broke free immediately. Now, why it has 2 brake calipers and 2 different sides and everything else is still kind of a mystery at this point, but we'll figure that out later. I would love to show you what I'm doing, and I will later on when the body's off one of these. But basically, this thing has split assembly Wilbur brakes on it. And so each half is held together with 2 Allen bolts. And so I'm undoing each half because it refuses to let go of the rotor no matter what I do. And for the person that says all you do is remove the pin in the top, that would be great. Except for somebody installed the pin going towards the tire, and we can't do it without removing the entire hub of the tire assembly. So I'm doing this, and I'll bring you guys back when we're on the next one. John and I are unstrapping everything in order to try and get that one off next, but we haven't figured out what in the world. It's like a rubber over the top of the fiberglass. Like, you can clearly see that there was a red or an orange paint job underneath that was an enamel paint job on the fiberglass. But what is up with this rubber that they put on it? Or is it even rubber? I don't think I've ever seen clear. I mean, I don't know. It's almost kind of the consistency of like a really weird bed liner. What is this stuff, guys? Can any of you identify it? I don't know. We're back. We got the 3rd one lifted off the back of Van Hollen, and I figured we would check out the underside of this thing, which is built like a red brick crapper house. Wow. I mean, seriously, you could run into like a cement block with that and smash through it and keep going. That thing was built. But then again, I mean, they did have people like you driving them, so. Okay, last one. We have tried multiple different ways to ratchet this on. No matter what, we're hitting the body. So here's hoping 50-year-old fiberglass doesn't crunch. Ups a daisy. Whoa, that wants to spin. John, grab that tether. Not that it's going to do you much good, since... loop it through the steel in the front And then that way you can use it to twist the body. There you go. Now pull back. There. Okay. Yep. No, no. Don't pull too hard.
Yep.
Aib, light. Okay. And I hope you guys will forgive me. I'm going to turn the camera off and get my van the hell out from underneath this thing. John. John.
Yeah.
Do the shameless YouTuber thing about the impact.
Oh, Seesii is great.
And which size is that?
7/16.
No, the socket is a 7/16. It's a 3/8 impact.
Oh.
Good try. You failed at the shameless YouTuber. But seriously, those Seesii impacts are awesome. They're like $100 and they get into all kinds of places that you would not expect an impact to get into. That's like almost a 200-pound impact. Alright, so you're putting the steering wheel on. That way we can have a roller, right?
Yep.
There's a really big hill at the end of the driveway. I mean, you know, if it wasn't for hitting the bay and everything else.
Yeah, I got a nice seat though.
Yeah. And if we put a parachute on the rear, I mean, what could the cops say? I mean, your safety. Have you ever had that moment as a parent where you wonder whether there's a backstory to something? John, I'm not going to click that together just in case it gets stuck, throws it to the floor. There's got to be a backstory that I as a parent don't know about we're going to talk about someday. Because there's no way you have that kind of reaction without something horrible happened.
It's about family.
I got John to sit and watch Tokyo Drift with me the other night, and I think that got him into understanding a little bit of the culture that I grew up in. But anyways, we've got them all unloaded. We're going to work on each one individually for video. Well, obviously we don't have enough to get all of them up and running. Basically, if we piecemeal it together, we got to choose 2 to build and part out the other one, probably sell the body. We also took a tape measure to the red body, which is, well, you can't see it because there's a Van Hollen parked in the way. But the red body actually is longer than any of these. So the only way we can use the red body is to build something custom. I mean, you know, it's a horrible thing that we have to build a go-kart. It's required now. We got the body. Anyways, so we don't know which one of these we're going to work on first. Cast your vote down below. Do you think we should work on the ancient one? The Fast and the Furious colored one? Do you think we should work on the Tattoo Shop 61? Do you think we should work on the 33? The Bigfoot weird paint job Mac tool one? Or do you think we should sacrifice one of those bodies to put the 22 on that chassis or that chassis? John, which paint job did you say you liked the most?
It's probably a mixture from 33 and 22.
Yeah, you like the yellow or whatever. I'm not a fan of yellow. I don't know. If I had my way, they would be red. I like red sports cars. I'm going to own a Corvette someday as a 60-year-old pretending that he's cool. All right, John, say bye-bye.